All right. Rogue number 5. Make sure this stuff is working. Okay, yeah, should be good. Okay, background audio might be a little high. Let's turn that down a little bit so I'm not competing with it. Yeah, whatever. It's nice to listen to. All right, so what I'm going to do now is test my spoons. I mean, not my spoons. I'm going to test my paints on the spoons. This one I actually already had in my library, so I've already got this one. And cleaned up a little bit. My end. I don't know, this a little bit aggressive drawing here. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that does it. Anyway, so yeah, this one I had already tested previously in my library for a minute. It's kind of dusty. I do want to see how it looks with this opaque green. It's the same, looks to be very, very same, the same general tone. So I'm hoping, or if I decide that I want to do a tonal match on the green and only have the metallic difference be, you know, on the wide stripe part, I may do that. I'm also looking at this angel green and this snake scale. These are pretty drastic. This would be for the inside, this would be for the outside. I'm going to see how it does with the yellow. Same here, this is a little bit more of a muted green palette. It's slightly darker German camo, bright green. It says bright green, but it's kind of dark to me. And then this goblin green for the inlay. Maybe vice versa. Maybe this is the inlay and this is the main outside. I don't know. Color combo I want to check out up against each other. And then last but not least, this is a little bit on the bright side. So this is a glitter green army painter. And then this is jungle green. I hate when they put the stickers over top of the labels. I need to go in and get all these off. Anyway, that's what I'm doing this. So I want to test those out. But first I've got to start with my yellow. Like I've got to decide on the yellow. So I'm gonna try that pink purple trick to do shadowing on yellow. First I'm gonna cover everything with a white. Then I'm gonna give them a shadow layer of pink and purple. I think I'm gonna do quarter on the lower half of the spoon. I gotta divide this up a little bit. And then I'll spray, yeah, if I do purple, pink, white, and then this one will, yeah, then this will be all Phoenix Flames, this will be all Demonic Yellow, and this is a latecomer to the game. I actually, these arrived just this afternoon. They're Vallejo Game Color ink. So I think I might try, I want to try this over top of these two to see what kind of effect I get. So latecomer to the game, and I think this actually might be the winner. All right, so I am going to start with the white coat on these spoons so they can go ahead and dry. These I'm going to do fully white because yellow and black do not go well together. So these I'm going to white out. I'm going to white out completely. I'm going to use just a straight up Vallejo white. Give it a good shake. I don't know how far I'm going to get tonight. I'm Monday and it's been a bit of a long day, so I do want to get this color test done so I can have the color choice nailed down, and then after that it's pretty much going to be, off to the races. So why did I mix it that much? This white is extremely liquidy too. Well, I don't know if that's going to spray or not. Let's find out. 20. This guy's covered in white. Not going through the airbrush at all. What's going on here? Color. Huh. There's chunk of paint in here. Oh, I hate to waste a cup of paint, but I gotta clean this thing. Oh, it was just all sucked down to the bottom. Probably. Just flush it and start again, shall we? this is indicative of how tonight's gonna go. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. This. That was just a dumb mistake. Couple ones already. Yo, what's up, Jeffro? I'm just gotta clean some chunks out of my airbrush. I don't know what's going on, but having some backing up problems here. There we go. That's clean now. Let's try this one more time. All right. There we go. Now I got some flow. Too much flow. Calm down, flow. Too wet, but that's okay. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Oh, I need to add drop more paint to that cup. It's too thin now. That and shooting through too high pressure. Should be good. Yeah, I'll check that one out. I'm learning from having this one that I got so used to having a shitty trigger that now when I pull back on this thing, I pull back too hard. And so I'm kind of having to relearn to be a little more sensitive with it. And also that I should be getting closer to my pieces instead of being so far away. What's up, DL? Just prepping some spoons for some testing. I want to get these to a nice light. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got some. Got a varnish. That's good. Like I said, you really you're gonna need it. I'm trying to rush these spoons. The coat is real uneven. Oh, that's right. You're doing the Cyclops. Right on. Are you doing it in with a transparent resin? For the are you doing with the visor with the blast, or just the visor? He's Cyclops. Yeah. All right, those are good enough for testing. I'm going to switch over to the green test now. Give those whites a little while to dry. Start running down this row right here. Gotta give this first clean quite a bit of rinse because that white was in there and it sunk down to the bottom before I mixed it, so it just got, for a couple minutes or a couple seconds there, it was just trying to spray pure paint, like undiluted. It choked up a little bit. I just want to give it a thorough cleaning right at the moment. That's good. Nope, there's still something in there because it's got blowback. I shall return in just a moment. Airbrush management is no joke. Double airbrush cleaner. Yeah, I'm just going to full thorough clean. Alright, I'll be right back. My airbrush is having a little bit of a junky issue. Alright, now we can clean. Oh yeah, now we're good. Alright. Back to business. What was I working on? Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna go with this. Just create text opaque green. I want to see how it does against this pearl. I think it's too much liquidy, I think. Can't get my mix right tonight. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm making this way too watery. Oh, this is airbrush color anyway, so probably put in way too much water. There we go. That seems to be about right. Well, I still mixed it a little bit on the liquid side. Look at that. That's terrible. What is going on with me? Turn that exhaust on too. I don't think I'm gonna try to paint tonight. I think I'm just gonna do this test because apparently I'm having cognitive problems. Maybe I'll keep going. I don't know. Did not mean to mix up a whole cup of paint, but I absolutely could not get that mixture right. You guys are funny. Bunch of comedians. Do I look like Mr. Beast? You don't know what I look like. A little on the bright side, but I like it. Statue Beast. That actually would be pretty sick if I had the money. If you guys make me famous, all you got to do is like share my content out, make the algorithm want my shit, and then I could be Statue Beast. That is not a bad idea. that would get so many views. Oh my god. You guys are giving gold here. Alright, that's a good solid coat. Let that dry. Alright. Clean another airbrush. Alright, this time. Well, no, I can't do that. It's too. It's not enough. But. This time I'm going to try really hard to not mix up too much color, because I really only need a couple drops. You're funny. That's right. You gotta close those tags. Close those tags, bro. All right. I got most of that green out. It doesn't have to be completely clean, but yeah, the guard on this thing is catching some paint. I don't know what that's about. I don't think it did that before. Maybe the tip of the needle. No, the needle's still straight. I don't know. Maybe I'm not pushing it in hard enough. Oh, there's something in there now. Spitting again. There it goes. A little bit of paint on the tip of the needle is dried. Shouldn't have been enough to cause all that blowback though. All right, weird. Anyway, moving on. All right. These are pretty high contrast. I don't know what I'm thinking here, but we're gonna see how they look. What are you guys talking about? I'm over here trying to test paints. I'm not even looking at the chat. What are we getting into? Snake scale. I've never used this one before. I have really no idea what it looks like. Looks kind of minty, like a mint green. Well, that is definitely not good. All right, well, I'm getting a lot of blowback in my cup again, so there's something in here. I gotta clean this. Wrong button. All right, hold on. I gotta clean this fucking thing again. There's something going on. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's my. Let me get a clean towel. Cotton swab. Cotton swab. What's up, Drastic? Trying to get some paint testing done, but I'm having airbrush woes. I can't tell if it's. I think I'm just screwing up here. Can't get my paint mixture right tonight. It's clean as a whistle. There's something stuck in my float. Little float nozzle here. I don't see anything, any visible, like, dried paint anywhere on anything. Maybe I didn't have the needle all the way in. Some blowback or something. I'm gonna go with it was user error, because there's nothing wrong with this airbrush. Yeah, I think I just. There's something on the tip of that needle. Shouldn't be enough to cause all that, though. The only place I can see where there's. It's just on the very, very, very tip. It's at the point where I can't even really rub it anymore because there's not enough surface area there to rub. It's just a reflection. Alright, there it goes. We're good now. Just needed a good scrubbing. Alright, now where was I? Oh yes. Snake scales. I'm gonna try to get some of this on here without mixing up too much. You know what I'm saying? I can't mix up a good color to save my life tonight. Oh, let's sit down. Relax. Stay a while. Sorry, I know this isn't riveting entertainment at all. Sometimes it's just part of the process, you know? It's a little bit runny, but because I'm just throwing together some colors. Not trying to be accurate with it. But I gotta do this. Much better than that. It's terrible. All right, finally. Water through here. No blowback, so that's good. It's just screwing up earlier. Alright. Now we're going to go this Angel Green Army Painter. I don't know what I'm thinking with this color combination, but I saw it on, I think, one version of Rogue. And it kind of looked good, you know, a little something a little different. I don't think I would have thought of it myself, but I was intrigued enough that I decided I wanted to try it. See how these look next to each other. They're pretty. I wonder if I'm breaking off the bristles in my airbrush. This old paint mixing brush that I'm using. More of a jungly color. It's kind of interesting. I'm definitely not mad at it. Kind of cool. It's kind of a decent color combination. It's very bright green. So that was Angel and Snake Scales. Boop, boop. Little OCD for you. So now I'm going to try a paler combo, if that's the right term. Goblin Green and a German Camo. Extra light here so we can see what's up. See, I'm really intrigued. I really want to try the see what these metal, like what this metal compares to this metal is, but I'm gonna go down the list. I'm also going to need to re-white those two spoons. That one's white. These two are not. that was where my airbrush problem started. So, all right. Anyway, these two. Go. Start with the brighter one first, which I think is going to be this. No, this. It's lighter, not brighter, I guess. Kind of weird. on clean water. Let's go. Air in there. There's another thing. I think the first time I mixed it, it was there was an air pocket in the water, so the paint just dripped right through it. I think 4 drops, and I'm going no cup, and about a half thing full of water. About 4 drops, the right amount. Let's test that theory, shall we? Oh, too liquidy. Can't do this tonight. Maybe it's 6. Now the dilution is different. I'll try 6 in the next pass. Twisting up my heat gun. I need to find a better solution for this. It works, but it's not ideal. Painting and drying, painting and drying. I know this is very boring, but it's necessary. Gotta mix up some more, huh? Alright. You like that? a little bit of a rhythm into it now. One more pass. Well, I got paint in the cup anyway. Nope. No water, no bubbles, everything checks out. Now we're gonna go with this camo, German camo green as a darker version. So it's dark, but it's muted. So I kind of want to see how these two kind of work together. All right, let's see what this do. All right, well, I think I got this reversed. I think this yellow, this camo green is brighter. That is a very, very subtle difference. All right, so that was an interesting shift. I thought that was going to be the other way around. So that is Goblin, and that is the camo. Interesting. Clean my brush. I will be back. I need to refill my trash water. Un momento. All right, back to business. To the business. I don't think I like this one. I can already tell you. Now I'm going to try this glitter green and this, what is this? Jungle green. This one's pretty bright. What? I'm going to do the bright, the jungle green first, because the metal green, or the that metal one, I want to dilute with alcohol, or sorry, airbrush thinner instead of water, because it's gonna, it's got the flakes, metal flakes in it. Water, I found water kind of makes those metal flakes kind of clump together. So it makes it look kind of patchy, like spackly. I don't know, hard to describe it, but you see like clumps of shininess, and it's kind of weird. So the airbrush thinner, I think, evenly distributes it, dilutes it, or whatever. My brain is not braining today. The words are not wording. Alright, I don't know if I like this jungle green or not. Maybe I didn't shake it well enough. It's got a weird, I don't know, something weird going on with it. Am I getting ready to come out here? I can't even see it. I think I'm getting, oh yeah, I guess. I don't think I'm getting a true color, true version of the color here. What's going on again? I'm in an alternate dimension where I can't mix up my paint correctly. I don't like it. I don't like this dimension. Shit. Yes. Why does the chat keep disconnecting? Huh. That's weird. Am I still streaming? Alright, nope. Seems to stabilized. I'm still recording, so that's good at least. I do not know what's going on with this color. Check my stream here. All right, everything still seems to be in working order. Just the chat was doing something funky there for a minute. I'm telling you, man, everything was breaking today. But it was Monday. What do you expect? Jungle green. I start to understand it now. This green is not very airbrush friendly, I will say that. Well, I'm just trying several. I think I'm leaning towards the second set that I did, but I want to see it up against the yellow before I start making any choices. This is kind of more like a muted green. Okay, it's called jungle green. So it's got a little bit of that rogue, prehistoric rogue, you know. Got a bit more of that vibe to it. I don't know if I like it yet, but I'm not done. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, I haven't decided what exact green-yellow combo I want to do. I think I want to find the yellow first, I think. Once I find the yellow, I can find the green. And I need two greens. Because there's like an inlay in her costume. And it needs to be a different shade of green. So I don't know exactly what direction I want to go with it. I actually saw somebody do it the inlay in black, and I wasn't hating it, but it changes the whole vibe of the suit, you know? It makes it a little too dark, I think. So I think I want to find a dark metallic green almost. Maybe, I don't know. I gotta find the yellow first, like I said. That's step one. The yellow is going to be harder to decipher, I think, because I want to get the shading. I want to make sure the shading is right on the yellow. That's like my biggest concern for this project, is getting that shading on the yellow right. Green I can shade with wash, you know, a little bit, because my style's a little contrasty. I think. Could be wrong, I don't know, but that's kind of how I see my stuff. Has a little bit more contrast sometimes. I like it a little sharper. It's coming out clean. It's coming out so clean I can't even see it. I'll leave that there. Leave this to dry. It's not great, but it'll do. Go one more coat on that. I want to get the truest sense of this as I can here. I'm going to give it a fair shake. I don't think I like it. A little bit. I don't like all this rattling in my airbrush, but I don't think I like it. It's a little bit of a dirtier green than what I think I want. But it might just be the black showing through, so I want to give it a good coat. Every green will have its day. But this is also a pain in the butt to apply as well. I don't know why. Too much. some black showing through, but just texture, I think. Yeah, it's just texture. I'm fooling myself. That's shadow. It's not a paint. It's not primer. Alright, that's good now. A little more cleaning. This, I want to use a little bit of airbrush thinner so my middle doesn't flake. But then again, this is just a test, so I mainly just want to see the color output. Thick. Oh, of course it is. It's got little chunks of stuff in it. Duh. Nice color though. In the cup. Sprays like a champ. That's kind of nice. All right. Just a little bit. Over the hump. So I can see where the light catches it on the curve. I don't like that. It's a nice soft metallic. Like it's not as hard as that one, but still throws back a little bit of light. All right, well, let's get these yellows done. I got to redo these whites real quick. because they look way too splotchy. But I think I got a handle on my paint mixing now, finally. Now that I'm warmed up. You have to get all that green out of there, though. Might take a second. Still got some green coming out. I'm just working through my greens. I got to repaint these whites. I don't know how long you've been gone, but the chat was weird. It was disconnecting. I don't know what was going on with that. But yeah, I just need to. I got to get these. I got to get this color picked before I can really move on to anything else. Alright, looks like I got all the green out of there now. Getting these spoons. I gave way to an airbrush. Funny. The white on these spoons is giving me grief. Much better. Alrighty, now this is dry. So for these, I want them to each have half purple and half pink and white across the top, so I can see all the saturations that I'm gonna need. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna figure this out. I want the white across both the purple and the pink so I can see how it butts up against it. So I'm going to do half white and then a quarter purple and a quarter pink on each of these. I think that's going to be the way to go with this. Shake, shake, shake. Waking up your fingers. And I'm super curious how the yellow ink is going to look, the game ink, because I think that's what Ground Affected. I think that's what he used, and I saw this on his channel, and definitely have to give him a shout out whenever I cut this video together, because I've been struggling with yellows for a minute. Even when I did that Cyclops, I ended up having to redo that yellow a couple times because it just wasn't good. You know, I didn't understand what I was doing wrong, and it was the base coat. You know, it was the bottom layer, the white or the black. It was just making it too muddy. It was just coming out terrible. So yeah, ended up painting it all white and painting it all yellow, and then I used a like a satin or a umber, maybe. I can't remember what I used to shade it, but yeah, it was something like that. I'm out of spoons is my problem. These are the last spoons that I have. So it's a supply issue. Otherwise, I would just make more spoon combinations here. Oh, yeah. So this is just the Vallejo purple. I'm going to do one little quadrant. It's good airbrush practice. Actually, it is good airbrush practice. I can really get close to this thing. I like the way the purple comes out of the brush. It's pretty nice. Once it's dry, while I clean it out, get the pink ready. Yeah, that was a good spray. I'm happy with that one. And now I'll brush. Enough. Alright, now I'm going to go in here with this War Paints Fanatic. I guess they're trying to rebrand, I don't know, because Wicked Pink. I tried this on Gambit at first, before I decided to do the metal armor. Tried it on him. It's pretty bright. It's pretty bright pink. A little purple, a little magenta. Something in there for everybody, you know. Fun, it's a fun little color. Right. I could have did one more coat on that purple, but it's good enough for testing. Get the general idea. line just a little bit. Oops. Hand twisted there for a second. Just to make sure it's fair, I'm going to give this one a third coat, this second coat too. Thanks, Gorilla Gamer. I'm just doing my thing. This is a very processed part of the paint job tonight. Just trying to narrow down my color palette before I move forward. I'm interested to see what that game ink does. I think that's going to be the winner. But I'm going to try the other two too. That is pretty. I feel like that's more accurate representation of the spoon test that's happening. I've been using this airbrush so much, and washing this airbrush so much. My garbage bowl is almost full. I might have to go do an empty real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go into this bowl before it gets any more full. I feel like I'm just doing myself a disservice if I wait any longer. I shall return very, very quickly. All right. Let's get this cup clean. Tell you what, maintenance is a thing. Also super hot in my studio right now. I don't know what's going on. It's going to be the winter time soon, so I'm sure that heat will be welcomed. Oh, check out this print. Still going good. 6.5 hours to go. I'm running my my next statue, which is going to be a it's a gift. It's going to be a Miles Morales. So I'm going to run this Phoenix Flames over this whole spoon and sort of see what the yellow does with the pink and the purple. Let's find out. I think I'm going to dilute this down pretty good. I should probably give it a shake on my shaker. So I think I'm going to dilute this down pretty good. Just give it a couple light passes, just to sort of see what happens. I got a crusty nozzle. Sounds like a personal problem. Might still be a little purple around the rim there, but I'll clean it later. Alright, so mixing up my cup. All right. Now, let's see what it do. There's yellow and white. Very nice. That looks like shit. That looks okay. That looks like shit. I'm gonna go ahead and say that again. All right, so the purple, too dark. It makes it look like poo. The pink gives it a little bit of an orange, which I think is what we want. I'm gonna add another coat to this after it dries. Interesting how the color shifts, right? Yeah, once you give it a solid over yellow, that orange, that pink really starts to make orange. And that purple really starts to make just an ugly mud color. I'm gonna go one more pass at that, just to see how far I can push the pink side. For webs, I would go with a gray, actually. Go with something close to gray, and then use like like a bone white or some other like brighter white to kind of like dry brush the edges or just hit the edges. That way you get a little gray in the shadows of the web, you know, so it doesn't look so flat. But yeah, I would go gray first. At least that's me. All right, that's not bad. That that's actually really good. That's shit. That's great. The more it looks like the more yellow I put on it, the more orange it becomes. But I think that's about the saturation level I would push it to. Yeah, I'm not getting anything else out of that. So that is how Phoenix Flames looks. Oh, it's doing the chat disconnected thing. So that's how the Phoenix Flames looks. Yeah, like I said, I think the purple is going to be a bust, but this Wicked Pink, I think, is going to work. This should be really nice, actually. So this is the Demonic Yellow. Sorry about the price tag. I don't know if this, I'm getting this chat warning. I don't know if it means it's just disconnected for me or it's disconnected for everybody. I have no idea. I'm just having all kinds of technical difficulties today. It has been the story of the day. Demonic Yellow. Well, I suppose I should clean the rest of this Phoenix Flames out of here first. Don't want to taint my test. I hate tainting my tests. Or testing my taint. Really? Testing my taint joke? Nothing? Yellow coming out of there. Hard to tell I'm using a yellow towel, so can't really see yellow on yellow here. Alright. Bottle here. Sorry, it's taking me a second to get these yellows mixed. Well, they're not going to be gray when you go back and dry brush them with the white. So, like, the gray is just going to stay in the recesses of the web, like, because it's not just, you know, it's got some valleys, some peaks and valleys in there, right? So the gray is going to stay down in the lines, and then the white is what is when you dry brush the rest of it, that's going to bring it back to white. You know, that's going to be your dominant color, or lack of color, whatever. That's going to be your dominant tint, but the gray is just going to be down in the crevices, you know, to give the webbing more dimension. That's the word I'm looking for, dimension. All right, so this is Demonic Yellow. Once again, expect it to look like poop on the purple. Oh, actually, I'm spraying this too thick. You can still see it. Yeah, just have to build it up. It looks a little red right now. uh, but yeah, it really does. It gives a little bit of dimension to the webs. I did that on the Spider-Man I did. Um, it just helps them from being so flat white, you know. You can actually see the little knots and like the little, you know, clumps of webbing. It makes it stand out a little bit. You know what? I think I've seen enough. I think the winner is going to be this ink because it's going to go. It's going to go on very, very thin. This is a little too dramatic, but it'll work. This is a little too subtle, but it will also work. So I want to see what this Vallejo Game Ink does. This just arrived, so I'm excited. Let's see. I'll just airbrush those again. Very small. Yeah, bone white or normal white, depending on how bright you want the webbing to be on its final appearance. I think I use like an off-white, but bone white I feel is like a yellow, right? It's like a more yellowish color. Yellowish, warm white. It's more of a warm white, right? I don't know, dude. That's your call, but the gray tones in the creases of the webbing. That's the secret. That's a secret sauce. I don't think I need to dilute this at all because it's ink. So I'm just going to clean this whole thing out. Run some alcohol through just to make sure. And this says this is water-based ink too, so I don't know how this is gonna do, but we're gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna coat it and actually run some water through it now. Alcohol, water. That should be it. That should be it. Alright, cool. Shake well. There you go. And just test it too. I mean, you don't have to do like the whole thing, you know. You can paint the whole thing gray, and then do one little section with the bone white. Let it dry, see if you like it, and then if not, you just cover it over. You know, cover over with the other white. It's not that big of a deal. Nobody's ever going to know it except for you if you do a small patch. I don't know how much of this stuff I need. Not with that, I guess. Ooh. It's got some like. Ooh. Something happening here. Let's see. A little bit dry. That is very, very red. Shake this up. At this point, I think I might be going with the Phoenix Flames. But also, maybe I need to think about it. Can't tell if I'm getting any color shift or not. I think the ink can only tint it so much. Yeah, I think the ink is gonna said it's only gonna tint it. It can only do so much work. Looks like shit on the purple though. I don't even need to worry about that side. That's garbage. So maybe with a lighter pink. Maybe. It's not bad, it's just super drastic. But also, I'm not going to be going that hard on it. I'm not going to be going that hard on it either. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty bold. But I'm also not going to be, like I said, I'm not going to be going that hard on it. So I'm wondering, wish I had more spoons. I wonder if this yellow I'm sorry, if this, the lighter version would give me something more like that. That's not bad, honestly. It's very, very, very subtle. Let me go clean my brush before I start looking at these. You guys take a look. I may have one variable that I didn't get to test. Let's set that aside there. Whew, and it's loud. All right, they say these are this is water-based inks. Yeah, it is, son of a bitch. I can just wash it right out in water. Look at that. All right, right on. I like that. I wanted to try the Vallejo inks, so I ordered a mixed set of them. I still have a bunch of alcohol inks, those the craft inks that I've been using on the transparencies. But I want to take the game inks for a spin. And I need to assemble another paint rack. That also arrived today. I got a resupply of Q-tips and paint rack and some those Vallejo inks. It was a good Amazon day. Good day for packages. I gotta check this thermostat. It's way too hot in here. This is ridiculous. Oh, I gotta get my oh, so many things. It's almost 9 o'clock. Probably gonna choose a color and then punch out. needle out of here. Like. Do. Cleaning my needle. I need to set up a little production slide in my software so that whenever I'm just over here cleaning my needle, I can push a button so that everybody can see that I'm cleaning my needle. Because that's like 90% of airbrushing. Fucking keeping your airbrush clean. Although I will say this Evolution, it makes for easy cleaning. Like they really knew what they were doing, because like all the parts are easy to get to, everything. I mean, yeah, it's just really easy to clean. Real quick, it's real quick to clean, I should say. It's like the little speed chuck, the needle. I'm just doing a little bit of detail cleaning right now because I'm OCD like that. And it's my brand new baby. I don't want it to get all gunky. I need to soak it. That part. Down the crevices. Yeah, it cleans up really, really nicely. No matter, looks like I've got some really old paint in here. Or dried along the outside. I didn't notice it before. I'm just trying to get it out real quick. I may just have to soak it to get in those little creases. Yeah. My cotton swab's not good. Boo. Alright. Good to go, good to go. Tap on ya. Come on. Where your threads at there? Okay, now let's discuss this color situation here. I've used this Phoenix Flames a lot on I've used this Phoenix Flames a lot. I'm pretty sure I used this on Cyclops, and then I used, what was this, Demonic Yellow as the highlight. Pretty sure that's what happened. I think I'm gonna go this. I like this bright yellow. Let me turn this light off. You guys are getting blown out here. I like this yellow in this shade. Oh, do I want to go muted? Kind of want to go muted. Wait, it's more like this. All right, I'm not mad at this. Just trying to imagine her thigh thing, so I can show you what I'm dealing with. Okay, well, it's not gonna come on the stick here. Let's just take the stick with it. So the suit, this has got to be yellow. The inside part has got to be yellow. This wide stripe, it flares open on her upper body. And I think I'm going to do that with the pearl green. And then the outside will be this other green. So more accurately, I guess it would look like this. And I'm actually not mad at that. I think this could work. This looks a little flat right now because it needs some varnish. It'll catch a little more light later. You can imagine it. What do you think? Votes? I think this is my primary. I think this is, but let's not eliminate any choices here. This is pretty cool, a little muted green, a little more military-ish. And so in this case, the stripe in the middle, oh wait, it needs to be this way. The stripe in the middle would be the black, the dark. Hold on. Hold this. I painted this one in reverse. There we go. So it'd be like this. So the inside would be yellow. The wide stripe would be that dark green. What was that? Angel green. And then the outside is the snake scales. I'm not mad at that either. It's a little more subtle, like softer combination. I think this, I don't like that. That's not different enough. This metal is kind of cool. This glitter green is kind of cool, but it's very pale. That's very pale. That, I feel like there's a lot of paleness. I don't know. It's a little, I don't know if I like that. Hard to see. I don't like this. That one's not enough. That one, good on camera, but I don't know. All right. This is the glitter green. All right, well, I think I'm gonna go this combo. I think I'm enjoying that quite a bit. It's a little heavily saturated, a little more costumey. A little more comic booky, with the pearl inlay. And that black, that piping is going to be black, so it'll be, yeah. I reversed it again. Better representation. I also, yeah, I like that. I like that subtle little. I like that little orange. That was the Wicked Pink, and what was this? Demonic Yellow. I really like that pearl green for the piping. Yep, I think that's the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. These will have a little more sheen, like these will be a little more rich too. So it's also what I'm looking at. Like right now, it's like a matte finish, but I'm gonna do a satin varnish on them. So the satin will bring out the color just a little bit. It'll increase the saturation just a little bit. But with that pearl green in the middle, breaking it up, and the black piping around it, I think it's gonna look tight. There we go. That was this one, and this one. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. These are all out of here. I need you. Well, I don't need you. I'm gonna be what? I should probably do a white base coat. No, you know what? Ooh, I should do a cold white. That'll really, yeah, cold. We're gonna upgrade this shit. Cold white's gonna make it. It's gonna increase its. Yeah, it'll increase its saturation to be closer to. It'll be even brighter yellow, and I think that's gonna be good. Cold white, pink, purple. Useless. I'm just kidding. You're all right, purple. Don't take it personally. You're just not the bottle for this job. There we go, folks. This is why we paint test. That was 2 hours and 21 minutes of my life that I will never get back. But I learned a lot. So now I can move on confidently into the rest of the paint job here. Oh, I gotta assemble that other paint rack too, because I got just bottles laying loose everywhere now. Now that I got all these inks. Yeah, that ink was pretty heavy. Now, if I try a lighter pink and I'm not as heavy-handed with it, I think that ink probably will do good. But right now, I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist. I like to explore my options without doing damage to my things. Because you never know, it's like you can't just guess at it. You gotta look at it, and I enjoy it. It's a fun part of the process. Now, if I need to go back in and shade, no, I don't want to mess. I don't want to interject another yellow. If I need to go back in and shade, I will use a wash, like a sepia, or I think I have a little bit of umber wash left. That's a little too red. Yeah, I may just go sepia. But for like, if they're like in the boots, like around the straps and stuff, they're like panel lines, like around the heel, I'll just use the sepia wash to just kind of run along the seam. I'll leave that out. I'm definitely going to use this airbrush chrome on the saw blades. So airbrush chrome, that's going to happen. Gonna need panel liner. Gonna need plate mail metal. Is that my extra bottle for the empty? Got 2 bottles of plate mail. One should be full and one should be new. That one looks used. They both look used. What did I do? Alright, well, I'm going to have to marry those bottles at some point. But, plate mail metal. That's going to go on the plinth. I'm going to need a leather brown. And I did just get a fresh bottle of that as well. But a little bit of this old bottle, leather brown, that's going to go on the jacket. What else do I need? I need that purple for my collection of Sentinel hands. I painted them all with this pearlized purple. So that's going to go on the Sentinel hand there. I think I'm going to go with some regular Vallejo chrome on some of the metal bits. I think I'm just going to do, I may just do the saw blades in the mirror chrome, because like this stuff should be like super reflective to the point of being ridiculous. Then this metal chrome will give it more like for the tentacle and stuff. Plus I don't want to blow through all that. I've got another bottle of I've got another bottle of chrome already in the wings, so I think I'm gonna do that chrome metal on the tentacle and some of the other parts. I'm gonna need a matte black because there's some tubing in there I want to hit with a matte black. Where you at, Matt? Come on down, buddy. Matte black. Army painter. There's some tubing in there, like I said, I wanted to hit for the fire. For the fire. Ooh, actually, is this my... Yeah, this was the ink one. For the fire, I might go inks. It's too much for this. For fire, I don't know. Let's see. I know I'm going to need a very bright yellow. So I may go this lemon. That might be too bright. I don't want to use the same as in the boots, but that's my next brightest yellow. Unless I go with the ink. No, that'll be fine. Some yellow. Gonna be some orange. What's up, Mando? How's it going? I am completing a paint test, and now I'm just picking out my palette. Trying to put some thought into it so, you know, it doesn't end up looking like poop. Trying to work out some fire colors right now. I think I'm gonna go this lava orange and this lemon yellow, and then on the cool parts of the fire, a little red. Let's be, should be a dark red, like a vampire. Ooh, dragon. I'm gonna go dragon red. There we go. That's some good fire colors right there. Yeah, I was just like the little metallic green is gonna be the little divider color. so actually it'll be more like this. See, that shaded part of the yellow is going to be the shadow. So I'm trying to hold this with one hand so I can. This big spoon is throwing me off. There we go. So we're going to put something like that. But then, yeah, so you can sort of see how that's going to transfer over. And the yellow and the green are not going to be matte. Like, they're going to have a little bit of a satin finish. So they're going to be a little bit more rich. The outermost green on our outer leg here, this color green, the big spoon, that's going to be a little more saturated. The metal, the shiny metal pearlized, this is going to be a nice divider. And then with the black piping, it's going to look hot. And then that yellow is a good yellow. And I like the shading with the wicked pink base layer. I like that orange that comes out with the shade. But yeah, this is gonna be a cool paint job. You know, a little bit process oriented, but you know that's what makes it fun. And then I'll use some of this sepia wash, like on the boots, like down in the crevices and stuff. I may even wash over the whole heel. Just give it a little bit different flavor. I don't know. I'll play with it. At this point, I'm happy with my color choices. So. That was the hard part. So I need leather. I'll need a little bit of a shining silver for those buttons and junk. I think I've already got a dragon red on the board. I will use that in the logo and on her badge. I got a matte black on the board. That'll also be used for the badge and for the piping. What else? Fires got covered. Smoke. I gotta cover the smoke. That I want to go with. I want to be kind of burny smoke, like dark smoke, like white. I don't want to look like steam, and I don't want to look like a cloud. Look like smoke. So I think I'm gonna go this Necromancer cloak as the bottom, and then. Ash gray. I feel like something with a little more blue in it, like a London gray. Ooh, all right. I'm looking at the darks right now. I don't know if I want more like an ashy gray or more like a tinted, like a little bit of a blue gray. And I'm afraid the blue gray will make it look like concretey. So I think I'm gonna go with that little ashier gray, and then the dry brush layer will be ash. I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to decipher if like I don't know if that's supposed to like it could be an explosion, like the cloud part, you know. But yeah, sometimes it's a bit of a pain. Like, but part of it too is, you know, maybe it's for me personally. Maybe I just feel like I don't know how to deal with it yet. Like I don't know how to paint it properly yet, so I don't know what the vision of it is. But I don't know. I'm gonna try super hard this time. I'll do a little bit of like voluming, like some volume with some white, some like off-white in certain spots. But yeah, I want it to be more of a smoky gray. I'll tell you what though, the drops of jewelry resin, like they blend right in. Like I use the jewelry resin to hide the seam on that cloud, on that steam smoke cloud thing, And those drops, they're a little pronounced, but I mean, you would never know. Like those little drops of jewelry resin just blended that seam right in. That was a cool trick. You know, like right here, you can see it because it's catching light right now because it's glossy. It needs some paint on it. But yeah, jewelry resin. It's like you get it like craft store. Like I don't know if you have like Michaels or whatever your like craft store of choice is, where they have like, you know, other craft hobby stuff. There's let me go get it. There's this UV resin, and they make it for like making like fake jewelry and that kind of stuff. But it hardens really, like it hardens really well. And the cool thing about it is like it'll hold its drop shape. Like it'll hold, like it doesn't run down into the seam like printer resin does. This is more like a gel, so it just kind of stays where you put it, and it's pretty nice. I think there's other UV curing resin like this, like putty they call it, like curing putty, or gel. I've seen other more expensive versions of it, but this stuff is super cheap, and it does the same thing, exactly the same. So yeah, this UV curing resin, UV craft resin, something like that. This stuff is awesome. It does have a little bit of a more rubbery finish, you know? So when you put it on, like even now it's primed, but maybe I didn't really prime it that well. Some spots I did. But there is a little bit of a texture difference between the printer resin and that jewelry resin. But once you get paint on it, you're not going to see it. So, and you're going to varnish over it again anyway. So don't be deterred by its little shininess, you know, in its beginning state. Did I decide on the cloud? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do for the cloud color. Necromancer, Cloak, and Ash Gray. And then I may spray a little wash down into the, you know, other parts of it. Actually, does the smoke should get blacker, right? As it's going away. Is that what I'm doing wrong? I'm gonna look up some techniques or something before I go in there and start painting this cloud business. I think I'm thinking about it the wrong way. I think it's like fire does, where it's like brighter on the inside and darker as it cools. I think the smoke should be the same way. It should be whiter on the inside, darker as it's rising away. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Or is that going to look weird? I don't know. I'm going to do some research. I'm not gonna assume I'm wrong, but also now that I'm thinking about it too, visualizing it, that looks weird. Maybe it's a little chaos. Maybe it's a little bit of both. It's billowing, right? So it's like, yeah, anyway, whatever. So I'm overthinking it. Leather brown. Oh, I think I'm going to need a little bit of a reddish brown, maybe. Red leather. I don't want, she's going to be wearing this leather jacket. Well, I guess it should match. I may hit it with I may dry brush it with the red leather a little bit for jacket. Yeah, actually I think that's what I'm going to do. That'll look nice. And it's going to be probably up there next to Gambit anyway, so I'll tint her jacket just a little bit of a different color. Skin tones, I have that covered. I know what I'm doing for that, I think. I'm going to give her a lighter skin tone color. I usually use Barbarian Flesh for my male characters. It's a little harder, I guess. This is kind of my thought process. A little more weathered, you know. But for female characters, I think, and I think for her, I think I'm either going to go with just a basic and a light highlight, and then of course, where's that? Brown rose, or that's Barbarian. Where's my brown rose? Did I go through that other bottle already? Oh, no, there it is. I have a fresh one, but so now I have this other one. So yeah, so those are my typical skin tone colors. Like I'll do a brown rose as a base, and then mid, and then a light, and then I'll wash it, you know, with the reds and yellow. And I think I will go back to doing a blue wash. I skipped the blue wash on Gambit. His face is a little red. I'm still working out skin tone, to be honest with you. I'm trying to perfect like this process. I think I almost got it. Now I'm just playing with washes. So anyway, what was I saying? I think I'm going to go back to putting a blue wash on and dabbing it off, but then I'm going to spot wash with the red, spot wash with the yellow. I think that's going to be the secret. So that's going to happen. And I wanted to have red hair. I think red and white and off white, you know, for her piece of hair. Do I want off white or deck tan? I think I want off white. So I need off white for the hair. I need reddish brown. I got a leather brown out. That could be a good base color for the hair. And then I could do no, I'll do a saddle brown base coat for the hair, and then a dry brush of the red leather. That's what'll happen. For the white, I don't want, again, just like those spider webs, I don't want to go in there with a pure white either. So I already got ash gray on the board, so I'm going to use some of that. Is this my new one? Yeah, this is a new one. Let's do away, buddy. We got this guy out here. I think you're the used one. I don't know. You're going to be the used one. Alright, anyway. Ash gray on the white hair first to give it the glow. And then dry brush of the off-white on the white for the final look. So ash gray's on the board. We're all good there. I got purple. I got the boots covered. I got the gloves covered. I got the suit covered. I got the leather covered. Buttons, the fire, the smoke, the sentinel hand, the plinth, the badging, the extra bits up here on the top, metal, and the little tubes on the inside, the saw blades. I think that covers it. I think that's my palette. All right. So yeah, too late to start now. It's 9:30. I'm tired, but the thinking part's out of the way. So that's exciting. Tomorrow I can get down to business without even having to think. I just grab my colors, bam, bam, bam. I know it's gonna work. I still don't know what order to go and paint in this thing though, but that's a challenge for another day. All right, you guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me, watching me test and go through my thought process. And I will catch you on the next stream, where I'll actually will be doing some painting. It's definitely some OCD. I know. I know this is a lot, but it makes for good. It makes for good video later on when I do a little montage of all the bottles moving around. All right, I'm out. Have a good night. I will be back on hopefully tomorrow night, and then get started actually painting.